Majority of investors had it tough in 2022 as stocks, bonds, and even cryptocurrency all plunged. Nevertheless, according to Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki, the worst may still be yet to come. The author is back with new dire predictions for the US economy and the world economy, including a rise in bankruptcies, unemployment, and homelessness. However, he also noted that there is good news for investors looking for bargains. According to Kiyosaki, a massive crash is imminent and a depression is not completely out of the question. By 2025, he anticipates that the value of gold will reach $5,000. Silver will be at $500, and Bitcoin will be at $500,000. The Federal Reserve may also be forced to print billions of dollars of fake currency. Kiyosaki tweeted, "Question: what is worse than a Great Depression? Answer: a global recession," he added. Unfortunately, we are in a global recession. Hang on, rough landing for the world. Bad news: bankruptcy, unemployment, homelessness soar, retirements toast. Last year, Kiyosaki cautioned that inflation may lead to a greater depression, noting that real estate is crashing and layoffs are starting. He also warned about hyperinflation and depression in April, predicting that the US dollar is about to implode. And in May, he reiterated, "Bad news, depression is coming." There are others who are worried about a worldwide recession other than the author. The World Bank stated in September of last year that the probability of a global recession in 2023 is increasing as central banks around the world raise interest rates at the same time in reaction to inflation. The International Monetary Fund has also foreshadowed a challenging year for the global economy. Kiyosaki has frequently cautioned investors about the status of the American economy while urging them to purchase gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He frequently expressed his mistrust of Wall Street, the Treasury, the Federal Reserve, and the Biden administration. He emphasized that the US dollar is being destroyed by the Fed and the Treasury. He tweeted on January 14th that Bitcoin, gold, silver, and oil are moving up in price, noting, "Good news for those that know inflation is permanent. Now systemic, not transitory. Bad news for the uninformed, poor, middle class, anyone who believes Biden cares about them and their families." However, the famed author pointed out there is good news for investors, elaborating, "Bargains are everywhere. Gold, silver, Bitcoin priceless." In fact, on January 18th, during a broadcast of the Rich Dad radio show, Kiyosaki emphasized that investors should concentrate on acquiring precious metals and noted that assets like gold are likely to rise in value in the near future. With gold recently reaching highs of around $2,000, Kiyosaki predicted that the yellow metal's next price goal will be $5,000, while announcing that the stock market is likely to continue to decline. "I think the next stop is $5,000 for gold, and it may take another 5 years. If you don't have gold and physical gold and silver, you should have some now," Kiyosaki said. In addition, the author made the point that investors should learn about the potential of precious metals by seeing how most Asian nations continue to accumulate gold. Last but not least, it is important to remember that Kiyosaki has in the past forewarned of a potential economic disaster and blamed the Federal Reserve for escalating the inflation situation. He has promoted investing in precious metals along with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin in this line. According to Finbold, Kiyosaki recently stated that he was enthusiastic about Bitcoin, indicating that the first cryptocurrency is likely to survive when the Securities Exchange Commission takes action to crash altcoins. Bitcoin's value is anticipated to increase as more people use it. According to Kiyosaki, it may hit $500,000 by 2025. Although gold, silver, and real estate were correctly predicted, many people continue to have doubts about Kiyosaki and his predictions. Some claim that he oversimplifies difficult economic issues and that his opinions are too radical. Others claim that his projections are overly optimistic and that his investment philosophy is not grounded in basic economic theory. But Kiyosaki has a solid track record in a lot of ways. He has spent decades serving as a financial educator, and numerous others have benefited from the books and seminars he has written. With his extensive knowledge of the world economy, Kiyosaki has already made a number of predictions that have turned out to be right. The investor claims it is essential to maintain a diverse portfolio that can endure economic instability and protect money as a potential financial disaster looms. Thus, according to this very wealthy man, now may be a good time to think about investing in gold, silver, and Bitcoin if you are wanting to protect your assets in the next few years. What do you think about the latest warnings by Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki? Let us know down below.